Hi and welcome to Executed's Business Management Scorecards application demo. In this video we're going to explain the purpose of this app and demonstrate how to use it. In today's challenging business environment and the new digital revolution, it has become increasingly more important for companies to focus on what really matters. In other words, managing the business on the KPIs prioritized for executing strategy and ultimately optimizing shareholder return. A correctly implemented scorecard capability is an important management tool for securing and maintaining a strong commitment by all managers in the organization. The management scorecard concept is materialized through this business management scorecard app. The app is not a substitution for a strategy execution tool, but rather a complement as it brings the strategy down into the organization by empowering leaders at all levels with an easy and powerful tool for managing the business. The app or the scorecards follows an organizational structure from group level down to functional level where each manager has its own scorecard. Here on the landing dashboard we see a summary of all active or initiatives or actions for business area 1. We can see the action name, function, KPI, KPI impact and effective impact per year. And in order to account for the long range planning, we, in addition to the current fiscal year, also have 2 additional years. Let's go ahead and have a look at an example of a functional scorecard. I can access these by clicking on functional scorecard. And in this example, we're looking at a sales manager scorecard. At the top, we have the scorecard with the 5 critical KPIs. And we see the fiscal year forecast, KPI target, status, and trend. And these targets are typically set through a strategic planning and target setting process, and they should reflect the strategic and operational priorities. In addition to the scorecard, we also have a waterfall chart which updates automatically to reflect which KPI I have currently selected. So if I click market share, we see the market share. If I click sales growth, we see sales growth. The waterfall chart has the forecast and the target, and also all the planned actions in addition to the current gap to target. If we continue scrolling to the bottom of the page, we can also see an action table which have more details of the current available actions. If I change the status of, for instance, my first 2 actions from defined to decided, we will see that they are moved as independent actions and now included in the forecast column. And my status of sales growth has also turned yellow from red. Let's revert this back so we can see them popping out again and the status turning red again. Let's also have a look how I can go about adding a new action to close the current gap to target, which is 0.48. So I click on new action, and this opens up a new dashboard where I can not only add a new KPI, but I can also manage any existing action which I can access through this table to the right. Let's say that this new action is an extravagant Christmas campaign, so I type in Christmas campaign. And the KPI impact will be 0.48, which means that it will help improve my sales growth by 0.48 percentage point. The action status is just identified. We confirm. It will start in November and beginning, let's say, Monday, and it will end in the end of January the next year. Here we go. And now if we look to the right, we can see that our newly added action is included in the sales action plans table. So if we scroll down, we can see an action facing table. And the action facing tables enables us to predict the projected speed of realization of this action. So let's say that we'll reach on a 20% realization in November, and we reach 80% in December and 100% in January. And if we scroll down, we see a chart which shows exactly the same thing but in a more visual way with November, December and January. And at the bottom we have a ramp-up table which translates these percentages into KPI impact per month, or actual predicted KPI impact per month. Let's return to the functional scorecard. And now we can see that our new Christmas campaign is added to the action table, and it is also included in the waterfall chart as action 5 here. But if you remember, we said that the KPI impact would be 0.48, but it only says 0.384, and we still have some gap to target. And the reason for this is because we said that about 20% of the KPI impact was expected to occur in January the next year. So if we go to the long range plan, we can see, which also shows the scorecard, but now with the 3-year targets, we can see in the waterfall here that we have the remaining KPI impact, action 5 here, in year 2. And that is all I wanted to show you for this short demonstration. This app enables a fast implementation throughout the organization with proven business benefits in terms of improved performance. However, the real value of a scorecard solution is the deployment, where the change in culture and mindset is key, especially if the intent is to adopt value-based management. Typically, we will assist in conducting a strategy value-driven decomposition to define and prioritize KPIs for each management level. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions.